G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Aaron. Exciting news today, I finally got my 40-year-old CNC lathe up and running and it's operational. If this is the first time you've seen this video, go back into my playlist and check out some of the earlier videos that I did on this. So a quick recap. This lathe, as I mentioned, is 40 years old. It was built by the Hercus company in Adelaide here in Australia. Back in the day it ran an Anchor controller. Anchor's still around today. They produce high-end tool and cutter grinders. Unfortunately, when I picked this up, it did come from a high school, a regional high school here in Victoria. But unfortunately, when I got it, it was brain dead and it needed a new brain. So I stripped it down, pulled the guts of the equipment apart, got in contact with Jatinder at Masso and decided to go with a Masso touchscreen for this little lathe retrofit. Now, I've had a lot of help along the way to get to where I am today. First of all, obviously, Jatinder from Masso. Thank you very much, Jatinder, for helping me out. Second of all, I couldn't have done this without Peter Homan. So Peter Homan's gone above and beyond with me. I'm very grateful to him and indebted to him for helping me out. So Peter runs a company on the side called Homan Designs, and if you're looking for CNC equipment, drivers, stepper motors, servo motors, whatever, contact Peter and Peter will help you out. With this build, I contacted Peter for a lot of the relays, the Geckos, DC servo drivers, spindle driver, circuit breakers, relays, you name it. Peter supplied everything and was a true gentleman and came around and actually gave me a hand to install it, which is unheard of. Probably we have a good relationship. We go back a few years. I've known Peter for quite some time. Other people along the way, so that's a Facebook user group called Hercus, I think CNC users. Some really helpful people along the way, people like Dan CNC, both Nigels that are on there, and of course Anthony McCauley from AWA Radiola, who's also been a gem as well. If you've never done a CNC conversion before, well, I've never done a lathe conversion before, and there was some stuff that I didn't know. So drawing on all those years of experience helped me get across the line. Rightio, so what we might do now, let's turn the little CNC lathe on and I'll take you through the motion. I won't do too much explaining. So that's from powering on, resetting the e-stop, typing in the password, homing the machine, and then jogging it around, moving the machine to show you the movements in the Z and the X axes. We'll set a quick work offset, we'll set a G54, and we'll do a little bit of turning on some nylons. I'll jump into some CAD CAM and I'll post-process a step shaft with a thread on it. And then what I'll also do, I'll try and do a little chest piece as well for you guys so you can have a look at it. Right. Here's some of my little chess pieces. Now, I was playing around with these earlier on, and all I had was some high-speed steel. I didn't have any 12mm holders, and here all my holders are bigger holders, 16 and above. I think mostly I use the 20mm holders in my Colchester. So I needed some little 12mm holders, so I reached out to Arthur over at Live Tools, and I bought a set. I'm still waiting for the parting tool to come, so I couldn't demonstrate any parting today, but you got to see facing, OD turning, profile turning, and threading, but unfortunately no parting off as yet. All right, here's our little chess pieces up here, and they come out okay. The one when I was using the proper tool from Live Tools is much better than my dodgy old high-speed steel with the incorrect grind angle on it. Rightio, thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It was great seeing this old CNC lathe come to life. I happen to know one of the teachers that worked in that regional school, and I sent him a video of it going, and he couldn't believe it. He goes, in the 10 years he worked there, he never seen it ever got turned on. Anyway, it's sad, but it's the way it is, unfortunately. Hopefully I can bring some new life to it and get it to do some work in my little home shop. Well, that's it, guys. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.